What's your method for knowing when to leave the cash table? Is it time, dollar amount, one lost, your mood, etc.?
It's a little bit of all of it for me. I would say time is the most obvious factor. Like I go there in my brain, like I'm usually going to play cash for like 4 or 5 hours, and then I sort of expire. Now, once in a while, maybe I get stuck or something like that, and I'm like, this game is good. I can't leave this game, and I find myself sticking in longer. But mostly 4 or 5 hours is going to do it for me, no matter what. And I just get well done at some point. I'm like, okay, well, I'm done, and it doesn't really matter if I'm up or not. If I'm up a fair amount, some part in my brain is sometimes like, are we done? Should we be done? Like, we're doing really well. Do we just want to leave? Like, do we need to work anymore? I don't know. Maybe we should just leave. But usually I stick out my time either way. But I do hear that in my brain the tiniest bit sometimes.
Mine is based solely on my schedule. It's because I have two kids, so I don't get the luxury of
Right.
that. But in the times that I do have that luxury, I'm a long session guy in cash. I like 10, 11-hour sessions. I mean, I've left when the table is bad. That's like if it's just like a nitty, no fun game and nobody's putting any money in the pot, like, sure, I could leave in that situation. That happens very rarely, though. Maybe I'm just blessed with good games in my life. But yeah, it's really about, if I didn't have a schedule to keep, it's about my physiology. Like if I'm making worse decisions because I'm tired or I'm just like worn out brain wise from making too many decisions, then I'm going to maybe give myself another orbit and go, you know. I'm not going to stick around and let myself be 80% quality because, I can play tomorrow. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm stuck and I'm like trying to like hang in there and like win my money back and all that, I notice at some point my shoulders get really tense. Actually, I can feel like my body's like tightening up a little bit over time, and I'm like, that is a sign to leave at this point. Like I've learned that that's a sign to leave, and otherwise like I have like back pain or neck pain or the next day and stuff like that. So like I'm like, all right, let it go. Let's get out of here.
For me, sometimes it's one particular hand that happens too, where I'm like, I did not make the decisions I would normally make in that hand. Like I made
Yeah.
decisions, they might not even be catastrophically bad. It's just like, I really shouldn't, I should have done that differently. If I were playing my best, I would have done that differently. That's
Right.
a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, like you notice you're like playing overly cautious, for example. I'm like, are you calling a spot you'd normally 3-bet, or you just call it a spot where you would raise post flop and it costs you, or even if
Yeah.
it doesn't cost you, like you're saying, but you notice it.
Yeah.
There's always a game going on at Clubs Poker. Use the code POKERGUYS for a 100% deposit bonus, and we'll see you there.